Lock up your children! Yes, Salem, we're back!
Previously on episode 5, Mary and her team approached the Celadon City gym where the typing had been scratched out. She didn't know what they were walking into, but she trusted her Pokemon with her life. If they won here, she would be halfway to getting back home to Sarah and Winifred. She felt Broomy's Pokeball vibrate in confidence, and she patted it gently. Together, she and her team battled their way through the gym trainers, winning each time. Their strong bond grew stronger with every battle. Finally, they walked up to the gym leader, who was asleep against a tree. "Hello?" Mary said apprehensively. She took a sniff of the air, looking for any sign of death. "Gym leader, I'm here for a battle with thee." Mary gave her a nudge with her foot, then the gym leader popped up. "Oh! Sorry, I must have dozed off," she apologized. "I'm Erica, the Celadon gym leader. And you are?" "Mary Sanderson. I would like to battle thee for a gym badge," Mary replied. "Then a battle you shall have. Normally I'd fight you with a grass-type team, but I've been raising some new Pokemon and I would love to see how they're growing. Would you indulge me?" Erica asked. "By all means," Mary replied. "Wonderful. Let's begin." Erica and Mary took their positions on the gym's battlefield. "Give it a go, Ekans!" A large purple snake burst forth from a ball. From the color of its scales, Mary determined it was a poison type. "I have the best answer for thy snake. Nutcase, give it your all!" Mary sent out her executor. Nutcase used confusion and knocked out Ekans easily. Erica sent in Shedinja next, and Mary felt a small pang of guilt for the loss of hers. However, she knew what the ability Wonder Guard could do, so she recalled Nutcase and sent out Brutus. Ember knocked it out instantly. Erica brought in a Pokemon called Relicanth that floated in the small pond in the center of the field. Mary deduced it was a water type and withdrew Brutus in favor of Nutcase returning to battle. He took a Rock Tomb, then retaliated with a critical hit Bullet Seed. Just like that, the battle was over. Erica walked up to Mary and smiled. "You are raising your Pokemon better than any breeder I have met in my span as a trainer. I'm impressed with your team, especially your executor." Erica smoothed his leaves. "I would love to trade you for it. He would be able to teach my Pokemon a thing or two." "Sorry," Mary replied and ruffled his leaves. "Nutcase is not available for trade. He's too precious to me." Erica smiled too. "Then allow me to present you both with the rainbow badge." Erica handed Mary her fourth badge, which was pinned to her cloak. Almost immediately upon leaving, Mary got a sniff of something in the air. It smelled foul, and she followed the smell into the game corner, where she saw a man in a familiar-looking uniform with a big R on the chest. She crept up behind him, but he whirled around and saw her. "I recognize you from Mount Moon. You stopped us from getting those fossils," he exclaimed. "Oh, I remember thee as well. You were making so much noise the Pokemon in the mountain were angry." Mary crossed her arms. "Well, I'm a little busy guarding this entrance this poster, so get out of here or fight me." "I get the sense thou art trying to guard something more than a picture." Mary stood her ground. Something she had never really done before. "Then you'll fight my Pokemon! Go, Surskit!" Mary brought in Nutcase, whose confusion took down the small bug. Next came a Clamperl, which Nutcase beat with his new move, Giga Drain. The Rocket Grunt, terrified, blew the secret by pressing the switch behind the poster and running inside an underground hideout. Mary pressed the button to keep the door open and followed after. This Team Rocket disrupted Pokemon environments, and Mary didn't like seeing those innocent creatures suffering. It's like when the villagers would taunt her sisters. No one deserved to be unhappy for the validation of others, and that included these magical creatures. She worked her way down the base, fighting Team Rocket grunts as needed. Her team also felt the animosity towards Team Rocket, as their fellow Pokemon were being used as tools by those bad guys. They found a lift, but it needed a key, which meant more battles until Mary got a Rocket Grunt to drop the key. It took some figuring out, but Mary got the lift to work and found herself at guarded doors. She beat the guards and walked inside. There she met a man in a dapper suit with dark eyes and a sinister smirk. "So, you're the little busybody who thwarted our plans at Mount Moon," he said. "I am. And who might you be?" Mary asked. "I am Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket. I'm a purveyor of rare Pokemon and other projects. Those projects need money, and those fossils would have put us much closer to more research," he said. "Research? Do you not mean crime?" Mary crossed her arms. You say bad, I say necessary. There's a rare Pokemon out there that I need to recapture. Without it, Team Rocket will dissolve, he said. Well, I cannot let you hurt any more innocent creatures, Mary said. Fine. Then I'll just have to teach you a lesson. Giovanni pulled out a Pokeball. Zubat! Lambchop! Thundershock! Mary sent out her Flaffy. Lambchop zapped the small bat into submission easily. Giovanni sent out his next Pokemon, Tangela. Mary sent out Brutus, who used Aerial Ace and Ember to take down the Tangela, but not before it poisoned him with poison powder. Giovanni brought in Corsola, and Lambchop jumped back into battle. She was hit with a critical hit Bubble Beam, but dug in her feet and held on. Mary healed her up, then Bubble hardly made a scratch. Lambchop used Thundershock a couple of times, ending the battle. Lambchop began to glow, and Mary gasped. Lambchop glowed brighter and brighter until Ampharos has been registered to your Pokedex, beeped her guide. Lambchop, you look beautiful! Mary hugged her new Ampharos. Yes, it's all very touching, Giovanni huffed. You raise your Pokemon with the utmost care and love. You would never understand what I wish to achieve. I'll be taking my leave. I hope our paths do not cross again. He pushed past her, and she barked at him. Mary's magic and her Pokemon needed a recharge, so they went back to Lavender Town for a long rest. The next morning, Mary left the Pokemon Center and smelled the familiar scent of Team Rocket. People in the town were talking about how Team Rocket had killed a Marowak, leaving a baby Cubone all alone. It was staying at Mr. Fuji's, but Mr. Fuji had now gone missing too. Mary followed the smell of Team Rocket to the town's tower. She sensed terrible magic inside and knew this was going to be a difficult climb. Unfortunately, she smelled someone else's familiar scent and found Jeffrey the moment she walked up to the second floor. What are you doing here, Mary? Did one of your Pokemon die? He asked. No, I smelled... He promptly cut her off. Well, I can rectify that. Jeffrey smirked and sent out his first Pokemon, Pupitar. Mary sent in Nutcase, who used Giga Drain to defeat it, landing a critical hit. Jeffrey sent in Seal next, which Nutcase took down with Bullet Seed. Armaldo was the next opponent to face Giga Drain and Bullet Seed, falling to that palm tree. Jeffrey smirked and sent in Registeel. Mary swallowed nervously, knowing these things liked to explode. She withdrew Nutcase and brought in Brutus. Jeffrey decided to let Registeel power up by using Curse, but Brutus managed to take it down with Ember before it could use the stored power. Lastly came Marowak, which Brutus fought with Aerial Ace and defeated. Jeffrey huffed and pushed past her. He was seething with anger, but Mary didn't care. She knew there was some trouble happening in this tower. As she walked, she met fellow witches who were being controlled by malevolent spirits. Battling them somehow managed to free them from the ghosts. One battle, however, proved to be more than Mary was ready for. Cabby went up against a Snorlax. She used Howl to up her attack, but Snorlax used Belly Drum to cut its HP and maximize its attack. Cabby got in 2 bites before Snorlax retaliated with an overpowered headbutt. Cabby's eyes bugged out as she flew against a nearby wall and fell to the ground lifeless. Mary screamed for her Mightyena and pulled her into her arms. Broomy burst in and destroyed Snorlax with Dragon Claw as vengeance for Cabby. They left the tower, and Mary was desperate to save Cabby as she hurried to the Pokemon Center. She knew she had to bury her, then saw one revive for sale at the shop. She bought it and looked in the meadow where her Pokemon were. She looked to see if any of them needed the mercy of the life potion. Pina the Ludicolo was walking around, sickly and coughing. Mary had her Pokedex do a health scan on her. The Pokedex told her Pina was very old and likely not going to make it much longer. Mary removed her from the meadow and took a very slow but long walk with her, explaining everything that had transpired. She would only use the potion if Pina wanted it. At the end of their walk, Pina agreed. When the potion was brewed and Cabby was laid out, Pina took the potion and allowed her life force to flow into Cabby. Pina looked peaceful when it was over, and Mary kissed her goodbye. Soon, Cabby's eyes fluttered open, and she looked around for Mary. When she saw her trainer, she got up and hobbled over to her, then promptly began licking her face happily. Mary hugged her and ruffled her fur over and over. She loved her Mightyena so much. Together, they tackled the tower again, this time defeating every foe without fail. The only failure they did encounter was a very stubborn Evie who refused to be caught. Mary confronted a ghost that turned out to be the ghost of the Marowak that was killed by Team Rocket. She and her team helped put it to rest by battling it to release the anger. She promised to take care of those vile men. Mary and her team stormed the top floor where they found and defeated 4 Team Rocket grunts. Here she met Mr. Fuji, who smiled at her. "It seems you were the one to quell Marowak's spirit. I appreciate your help," he said. "Sir, you are free to leave now that those terrible men are gone," Mary assured him. "You misunderstand. I came here of my own free will. The baby Cubone has been living with me, and I wanted to help its mother cross over. Seems you were the one it really needed. Join me back at my house so I can properly thank you," he told her, and she followed him there. Mr. Fuji gave her a Poke Flute that could wake sleeping Pokemon. Mary used it on a sleeping Pokemon on Route 16. The Miltank that had been asleep attacked, and Lambchop helped Mary catch it. She named her Madonna. Mary also went up to Route 17 and got the HM Fly. The disc transfigured into Mary's broom, and Brutus touched it with his claw, learning the move as well. Next she flew over to Vermilion City, and then over to Route 12, and woke up a sleeping Blastoise that she managed to catch and name Bowser. And now... Oh no, why is my camera still frozen? Why is my camera still frozen? I hate this so much. Did it come back? It did not come back. Oh crap. Oh crap. You guys can probably hear me, but not see me. I'm trying to figure this out. I thought I got it to work. And it's not working. Hang on, guys. I gotta try to fix something here. Logi. What the heck, bro? What the heck, bro? Oh, God. Can you guys hear me? Because if you can hear me, I think I've got a way to fix this. So hang on just a minute. Video capture device. Add source. Logi. Nope. Over here, bud. Over here, bud. I gotta try to fix things. It's still frozen. Why is it still frozen? Ah! Hang on. It's like the camera has just given up. It's legitimately like the camera has given up. Guys, if you will indulge me, hang on just a few minutes while I end the stream and then pick it back up, because I think I'm going to have to close out of Streamlabs and just boot everything up. So please just hang on for a few minutes so I can figure this out.